Hey there, today's story will change the way you look at boarding a plane. Because while most people think about flight delays, turbulence, or lost luggage, there's something far more hidden, far more controlled. Blacklists. You won't find them online. They don't show up in your frequent flyer app. But if your name's on one, your life changes instantly. This is the story of Emma, a school teacher from Oregon who boarded a flight like anyone else. Round trip, checked baggage, window seat. But after landing, she was told by email that her return flight was canceled. No refund, no explanation. And when she called the airline, they told her she'd been flagged for security reasons. No further details. She tried to book a new flight with another carrier. At checkout, passenger restricted, contact support. Emma had never been arrested, never caused a scene, never even raised her voice in public. So what happened? What she uncovered, with the help of a former airline employee, reveals a disturbing truth. Not all no-fly lists are run by governments. Some are private and some are permanent. Emma's nightmare started on a Monday morning. She'd flown to a small academic conference in Arizona. The flight went fine, no issues, no complaints. But the day after landing, she got a cold clinical email. Your return flight has been canceled due to internal policy restrictions. Please do not attempt to board. No refund, no voucher, just done. When she called the airline, the representative seemed confused, then nervous, then transferred her. A supervisor told her, "Ma'am, you've been flagged. That's all I can say." Flagged for what? She had no idea, no incident, no baggage issue, no bad behavior. She thought it had to be a mistake, until she tried booking another flight, and every single airline denied her. Even train ticketing systems and car rentals began rejecting her ID. The system had moved beyond one airline. It had her locked out of mobility itself. Desperate, Emma contacted an old friend, Aiden, who'd worked in airline security coordination. What he told her? Chilling. There are shadow lists, Emma, internal databases that airlines keep outside of TSA. Some are based on behavior, some on keywords, but others are just people flagged because someone up the ladder said so. He explained that customer service agents have a disruption button, a quiet tag that adds a note to your profile. One push. No proof required. If a crew member clicks it during your flight, you're flagged for life. It doesn't take a crime, it just takes a misunderstanding, or someone deciding you made them uncomfortable. Emma started requesting FOA documents. Every request came back blank. Even TSA confirmed she wasn't on any federal list, which meant this wasn't national security. This was corporate blacklisting, and it was spreading. Aiden told her about a man in Chicago who was flagged for excessive note-taking on a flight, a woman in Florida who asked too many questions about baggage handling, a journalist who interviewed a flight attendant off-duty, flagged as probing security systems. None of them flew again. And when Emma pushed back harder, emails started bouncing. Her student ID was disabled, her university account deleted, and someone showed up at her apartment. No uniform, no name, just a message. Stop asking questions. Emma vanished from the system. Not just flights, credit, medical records, everything slowly dissolved. Aiden said, "They don't delete you. They soft erase you. You still exist, but you can't move. You can't work. You can't fight." Emma moved, took a cash-only job in a remote town under a different name, still afraid to even search for tickets online. And the airlines? They never released a statement, because blacklists aren't public. They're tools. Quiet. Invisible, absolute. And the scariest part? Every major airline has them, and no one audits them. Today, Emma lives disconnected. She writes under a pseudonym, never stays anywhere longer than a few months. And she's not the only one. Aiden says there are hundreds, maybe thousands of people in the system, flagged not for crimes, but for crossing invisible lines. Some for asking questions, some for talking too much, some for being in the wrong seat at the wrong time. These aren't mistakes, they're intentional silences, a way for companies to remove problem people without lawsuits, trials, or attention. You don't get an appeal, you don't get a warning, you just stop being allowed to move. And in a country built on freedom of movement, that's a quiet kind of prison. Not all chains are made of metal. Some are made of databases, invisible, unaudited, permanent. Emma didn't shout, she didn't fight on a plane, she just asked the wrong question and vanished from the system that once took her wherever she wanted to go. If this story made your heart race, if it made you feel watched, That's because it's happening right now. Thank you for spending your time with me today. It means more than you know. I hope your day is peaceful, your body strong, and your mind awake. We share new true stories like this every single day, bringing you the truths hidden behind silence. So please, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments. Have you ever been flagged, blocked, or quietly restricted without explanation? Take care of yourself, and remember, you don't need bars to be trapped. Sometimes all it takes is a checkbox on the wrong screen.